I see dead people.
Give me a minute, would you? It'll come around.
Hi, I'm Sammy.
And I am Robert, and today's film is 1999's M. Night Shyamalan, The Sixth Sense. What's it about?
Well, it's about a child who can see ghosts, and a psychologist helps him through it.
Do you remember? Let's see if we can remember everybody that's got a big name that stars in it. So, the boy, Cole, is played by...
Haley Joel Osment.
Yes. Young. I don't know how old he was when he made this, but he was pretty damn young.
Yeah.
Child psychologist, played by Bruce Willis.
Yes.
I asked my hairdresser today to coif me so that I would resemble Bruce Willis. I get that a lot. A lot of people like, oh, Mr. Willis.
I never thought that.
I'm like, no, I'm Robert.
I never thought that.
The mom, Cole's mom, is played by Toni Collette, who I think is smoking hot. And she's Australian, by the way.
Wow. Didn't know.
Uh-huh.
Great. Brooklyn accent, I want to say?
Fair dinkum. Well, she does a New York accent, but when she's just talking. She's Australian. I knew when I watched this the first time, Donnie Wahlberg, who's now, huge on Blue Bloods on TV, I knew he was in it. And I kept watching. I'm like, where's Donnie Wahlberg? Where's Donnie Wahlberg? You know who Donnie Wahlberg was, right? He was almost unrecognizable.
Teacher.
No. He's Vincent, the guy in the opening sequence.
Vincent's the guy that assaults Bruce Willis in the beginning.
He is. I didn't know that. I mean, he was unrecognizable. I think he lost like a ton of weight because he was supposed to be
psychotic.
Yeah, he actually was a grown-up adult who had visited Bruce Willis when he was a kid. When Donnie was a kid, when Vincent was a kid. And I guess Bruce didn't help him very much.
I guess not.
And he carried a grudge. But that was him, and I didn't even recognize him. He was so, emaciated, and they gave him makeup. He looked silky.
He was much younger.
He was, yeah. Were you scared at any of the scenes in this film? Because I think
one of the scarier scenes is when Haley Joel Osment's character Cole is in his bedroom and he is in his tent.
Yeah, oh God, the tent scene. Don't say anything else. Oh my God. It's the best scene in the movie. And it scared the shit out of me.
Scared the shit out of me. And the dog. The fact that the dog knows.
The dog knows?
Yes. The dog can sense when the spirits
are there. Oh, the dog. I thought you were talking about the dog's nose.
No.
Yeah, the dog. Sure, animals can sense that stuff. Yeah. So one of the ghosts this kid sees is played by Misha Barton, who she was really young. She played a kid ghost in this, and of course now she's a young lady actress. And but that scene, it's a kid tent. He puts sheets and stuff, and he sets up a tent.
He's
very frightening.
And he's praying,
there's a scene in the kitchen.
Yes.
Where
all the cabinets, right?
Yeah, the mom leaves. She comes back and like, whoa, what's going on? And gosh, there's more than a few because sometimes the ghosts are pretty scary. Sometimes they're not scary.
Right.
And he's a little kid.
Right.
Now me, as an adult, if all of a sudden I started seeing ghosts, I would be like, what's your problem?
Yeah, okay.
But this is a kid. He's a preteen kid. And these people that have burns or they have gashes in their head or a big bullet hole in their head or whatever's going on, however they died, they kind of have a... You can see how they die. You can see how they die, right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that would be terrifying for a kid. So, fortunately, Bruce Willis, child psychologist, he's around to help the boy deal with this.
Yes.
Brucey has a little side plot with his wife, because he's spending so much time with his patients because he cares so damn much about his patients that they're probably a little bit estranged or whatever, and it's M. Night Shyamalan. Is it Shyamalan or Shyamalan? I call him Shyamalan Ding Dong, but he is a great director. What's the thing about his movies, though? Do you know? Are you watching? No. His movies always have a twist at the end.
It is a big twist at the end.
I mean, the movie could be like a great standalone movie, and then it's like, oh, let me show you. And he twists it, and you're like, holy crap, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Now, this movie probably, and it's an earlier movie of his as compared to, say, The Village or The Happening, which sucked, or Glass or Unbreakable, which were good. There's twists in every damn movie. This one is probably the best twist.
Yeah.
This movie had people hitting the rewind button and saying, wait a minute, that can't be.
Right.
And you rewind it, and yep, it all works.
They never made a mistake.
They never made a mistake in that regard to the plot. So it's a fantastic movie. Bruce Willis did this movie as part of an agreement with Disney, who I think bailed him out on some other project that floundered. It was part of a 3-movie deal. This is one of the 3 movies that he made, kind of because he was obligated to Disney.
I think that did him a lot, though.
He really stepped in
I
it,
think
didn't he?
He won in that one, yes.
Yep. Lines from the movie. Say the famous line.
I see dead people.
I see stupid people.
I see old people.
Do you want to play a game? It's a mind-reading game.
Something dirty, wasn't it?
Yes.
Instead of something I want, can I get something I don't want?
I've got you covered.
We gotta go 5.
It's one of the strongest movies I've ever seen. It's a really good involved story. If you believe in ghosts, it's a very believable script. I loved it.
And you know what else with this movie? There's not a moment where it's a little boring. It keeps you on your toes the whole time.
You want to know what's going to happen next.
Right. It's not like, okay, it's exciting. Okay, this is boring. It's exciting. It just keeps you going.
There was no bosom alert, but it still gets 5.
There was major head injury alert.
There you go. It's almost as good.